I think where a lot of brokerages have failed, and I'm just going to fall on that, is that they try to be one thing to all people. And we can't ever be one thing to all people because people change. Like you've gone through different stages in your career. And during those stages, you found somebody else to align yourself with because you thought that where you were going professionally lined up better with that. If that wasn't the case, you wouldn't be here now, right? 100%. And you wouldn't have transferred from the independent to Berkshire. So the biggest challenge, I think, in that is where our team's going in the future is a fantastic question. I think one of the great questions right now is how do you become the one thing to all people, regardless of where they are?
Yeah.
Because they're going to evolve. We know they're going to change.
Yep. Let me jump in on that. This came up on my podcast. I actually recorded one in person yesterday with one of our guests at our team building workshop, which, by the way, we host 3 in-person events a year. And I know you're a neighbor of mine, only a 6-hour drive away. Would love to have you out to one of those sometime. But for anyone wanting more information, our next one is virtual. We're going to make that available, I believe, in November. And then we're going to be actually hosting our first ever in person in California. So we've got one coming up in January in Southern California. For anyone on the West Coast, you'll definitely want to take advantage of that. You can find out all information about upcoming events at eliterealestatesystems.com. So we talked about 3 different types of teams, and I believe a team should be able to attract individuals that fit into all 3 of these bubbles, as well as brokerages. And I think that we would do a much better job retaining talent if we were able to speak to these 3 categories. Unfortunately, the dysfunction of the brokerage is that it does not take care of the dependent agent. Dependent agents typically will join teams to be babysat. And then once they learn how to be interdependent, they leave the team and they go to the brokerage, and the brokerage steals that agent from the team and then gets to make all the profit off of them. So the team needs to take care of the dependent agent, the interdependent agent, and then the independent agent, as does the brokerage. I think it's easier as a broker to take care of those 3 categories just because you can scale. You have the economies of scale to take care of each of those different people. And so we've been working very hard at finding solutions, both from a training standpoint, the way we compensate, what services we offer to each person, dependent upon where they, what bubble